It's an absolute waste for 38 people to be contesting.
There is a Tamil common candidate already.
That's also an absolute waste.
Who are you actually supporting in the presidential election?
We have not taken a decision as yet. Can decide the previous day also.
It's election season in Sri Lanka. We see several crossovers every day. We see support being extended to various presidential candidates. We've seen various presidential candidates in the first place. And we have MP MA Sumanthiran with us, who is no stranger to Newsfirst. And my first question to you, MP, is who are you actually supporting in the presidential election?
We have not taken a decision as yet.
But we are not even a month away from the election.
That's all right. We can decide the previous day also. But if we do decide a little earlier than what I said, then we may tell our people and campaign in some way. We are meeting on the 1st of September. Our party central committee is meeting to consider the different manifestos that have been put out by the three main candidates. We may make a decision on the first.
Three main candidates are Anurukumara Dissanayake, Sajith Premadasa and Ranil Wickramasinghe. Am I right?
That's right,
okay.
Yes.
Rest of the 35?
We don't know why they are even.
Okay.
So it's an absolute waste for 38 people to be contesting for presidential election. I think we will have to consider how these numbers can be restricted in the future. Anyhow, these are the three main candidates and we are considering their written manifestos, particularly with regard to the Tamil national question and various other important issues that are faced by the country.
Well, MP, there is a Tamil common candidate already that the Tamil parties finally decided on.
That's also an absolute waste.
Okay.
I think that's a
are you saying
tremendous blunder
okay.
that some Tamil parties and organizations have made, putting forward a person to take away votes that should be cast for a constructive purpose of actually electing a president.
Just a clarification, do you think that person is a waste or do you think having a Tamil common candidate?
That whole idea is a nonsensical idea.
Okay. And what other way should they have gone by?
No, we should bargain with the main candidates,
okay.
prospective winners, and ensure that the person we choose after a bargain and an agreement actually wins the election.
Okay, there's one topic that I would like to discuss with you, that is debt restructuring. When people say IMF, MP MA Sumanthiran has been someone who has been very vocal about this topic. And now while Ranil Wickramasinghe is saying that, you know, this this agreement shouldn't be amended at all, there shouldn't be negotiations. There's Anurukumara and Sajith coming forward and saying, you know what, we want to change this, we want to change this reform, this recommendation. What is your stance on this? Is it a good idea? Is it a bad idea?
Well, what has been struck as an agreement with the IMF, I think the main agreement must stand. I don't think that can be changed at its foundation. But there are details that can be renegotiated, or I won't even call it renegotiation, but there can be details that can be addressed. For instance, social security net should be strengthened. At the same time, corruption susceptibilities is one of those things that IMF itself identified, and further strong action to combat corruption must be brought in. So it's not changing the IMF program as such, but ensuring that we don't have corruption as we have seen it happening even after the IMF agreement has been signed, and the suffering that the poor people in the country are facing even after Aswasuma and various cash transfer programs that have been implemented. So those need to be tightened. Other than that, I don't think there is room for renegotiation as such. But certainly the program can be a better one.
And MP, my final question to you is, as a member of parliament, as someone who's representing the people itself, when you all interact with the people, even if you don't mention a name, do you see like the people have a favorite among the presidential candidates that you all might consider?
Well, it's difficult to say at this point in time. I can say that the people want change.
Okay.
there
Is there
have
a
been-
change among these 38 or 3 as you mentioned?
Well, some are promising change. So it's up to the people to actually believe these candidates when they say they will make the change. I'm saying change because 2 years ago there was a people's protest movement that changed a lot of things. A president who was elected with a substantial majority actually ran away from the country. So people want change, and that change must be substantial. It must be felt by the people, and to that extent those who they think are capable of making that change, they will prefer.
All right, okay, so that was our conversation with MP Sumanthiran. Thank you very much for joining us.
Welcome.
Thank you. We'll join you with yet another episode of The Crossbow.